for you. You'll really benefit from that challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through some slides because I want you to see what it is that I'm bringing you, and I can't communicate everything by memory. I need some slides to help me. So here's what we are going to do. And look at the slides, right? So, what we have coming up this month is we have our No More Begging for Business Real Estate Marketing Implementation Challenge. This is a challenge that's going to help you get results in your business, okay? So, I just want you to understand that I'm really big on results and implementation. All right. Did you know that only 3% of people are ready to buy at any given moment? That's across all industries. But when you take it a little bit further, you take it a step further, and you niche down specifically into our industry as real estate professionals, right? According to the National Association of Realtors, only 0.4 to 1.2% of people are ready to buy at any given moment, right? So that means the worst case scenario, if you have 100 leads, you get not even half a deal, right? Not even half a deal you'll close from those 100 leads. Average case, on average, if you work 100 leads, you will close one deal. You can close one deal if you work on 100 leads. I had a mentor far back, and he introduced me to the concept of the 100 house rule, which I learned from Ron LeGrand, one of my other mentors. So it can be true. It'll fluctuate a little bit, right? 100 leads, you'll get one deal if you work them correctly. Next, a better case, right? A better case for math, if you do 200 deals, right? You work 200 leads, you might get two deals closed. This is like a better case scenario. And why am I bringing all of that up? I'm bringing that up because I want you to understand that marketing is essential to your business. However, most people don't understand what marketing is. Furthermore, when they go out and when they're marketing themselves and they're marketing their business, they're doing it incorrectly. So, what is marketing? What does marketing mean? Well, I have two concepts I want to show you. I want to show you branding and I want to show you marketing, right? So, what is branding? Branding is typically the 80%. This is what 80% of people are doing. And there's nothing wrong with branding. You're going to need branding in your business. This is essential to your business. You absolutely need this because this is what helps you separate yourself and stand out from other people. But let's further explore what branding is, right? Branding is the why. Why do you do what you do? Why do companies do the things that they do? This is a version of branding, as an example. Next, branding builds loyalty, like, right? People fall in love with brands and names and cultures that builds loyalty. You can incorporate this into your business so you can do the same thing. But I want you to understand what branding is. Branding is an asset. It's an aspect of marketing, but it's not marketing. It's not exactly marketing itself, right? You're going to learn a little bit about that when I get to what I have to teach you about marketing. Next, branding defines trajectory, means where you're going, where you're taking that brand or that business. That's your trajectory. Branding is being and existing, right? Being and existing. So a good example I always like to bring up is like how people use social media. They go out, they dance, they're existing, and they're just having fun, as an example, with no real intent, no real goal. That is a version of branding. Lastly, the one thing I like people to understand that I must communicate for you to understand is that branding is unpredictable. All right. So, why am I bringing this up? Why am I talking about branding? I'm bringing this up because I want you to understand that in order to have success in your business, you can't just do branding. You need to implement what? You need to implement marketing. And marketing is, most people are not doing marketing, right? They're doing some version of branding and it's not effective marketing. Marketing is the 20%. This is the stuff that really matters. Branding is important too, but marketing is what really matters because marketing is how. How are you going to generate those leads? What are you going to do? Marketing is the how. Next, marketing defines tactics, right? Remember, I talked about how, like, what do you do? And that's why I base the content that I teach and I give people heavily around implementation. I want you to go out there. I want you to take action. I want you to do so you can get some results. Next, marketing will generate you response, right? Marketing generates direct response. Direct response. When you're doing branding, you might get a like, you might get some views, but that's not a response. That's not necessarily a response. Marketing generates you a response. You send out a post, you send out paid advertising, people will respond to those things. That's what marketing is. Marketing is the doing, it's the implementation in the business, right? Doesn't matter what we know if we're not out there implementing and executing, right? So marketing is the doing. And my favorite thing about marketing, when you set it up correctly, marketing is predictable. Marketing is predictable. Branding, not so much. But marketing is predictable. Now, the power of storytelling, the most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. Sometimes reality is too complex, stories give it form. Storytelling is the most powerful way to put ideas in the world today. And lastly, nothing sticks in your head better than a story. Stories can express the most complicated ideas in the most digestible ways, right? I bring up stories because it helps us better understand things as human beings. It goes all the way back to the Bibles, right? That's why the Bible is so effective. It has a bunch of stories included inside of the Bible. It's not a bunch of technical stuff. It's stories. That's why we remember, right? So humans are wired to remember stories. Now, this is me. A few years back, I was about 19 years old and I was working retail. Didn't really like the job, so I had to leave that job. And eventually, I went over and I got myself an IT job. You can see me in the middle there. I had an IT job and I had a manager, and he would curse me out for some reason. Just effing do the work, Jerome. You see the quote at the very top of the screen. He would curse me out. He was upset. And I said, you know what? I have to leave. And I decided to do some research. I started to read books and get into personal development. I found this book, 48 Laws of Power. And I learned that I was outshining my boss at that job. So he didn't appreciate me. And I said, you know what? It's time for me to go. Time for me to go. What I did was I did further research and I came across this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I learned everything that I could about real estate and real estate investing. Next, I learned everything I could, and fast forward a few years, I was doing a presentation for a national RIA, and one of my mentors, one of my coaches, and a friend, she gave me the opportunity to speak. And ever since that, I've become a national speaker. I've been teaching people on marketing, teaching people on social media, teaching people on implementation, how to implement these things into their business. That's me, and you can see several engagements across the nation. ClickFunnels, No BS Marketing. A lot of these are real estate related as well. I specifically serve and I've specifically helped real estate entrepreneurs. All right, next. Oh, version one is better than version none. I'm a huge advocate of coaching. I signed up for a coaching program and I met my coach here. Her name is Darcy Juarez. And Darcy embedded in my head version one is better than version none. Darcy encouraged me to write my first book. She encouraged me to write my first book with that quote version one is better than version none. This is my version one, and I altered Darcy's quote. I say done is better than none. People have a lot of feedback to give, but they don't have anything done themselves, right? Done is better than none. This is my done right here. This is me. This is the book that I published on marketing, right? I was teaching people how to market their businesses using social media, digital marketing, and I decided to put it in a book, right? I'm going to show you a little bit about how you can do that in your business, how you can take content that you're already using. I'm going to show you how you can put it into like a physical format in other formats. I want to show you how you can remarket and follow up. I'm going to show you how you use your content in multiple ways. But I just want you to see here, this is my version one. If you can look at that book and you can see that it was not a pretty book, right? Um, my mentor that I had published my foreword, Ryan LeGrand, he couldn't even read the book. Now looking back, I can barely read it too. Can barely read it, but that was my version one. I got something done. I got feedback from the market and I adjusted. This is what came next. I changed it, right? You can read it a little bit better now. And something else that you'll see is now it says #1 best-selling author. So I became a best-selling author. I became a best-selling author with that ugly looking book there because I went out and I implemented, right? I did my version 1. Done is better than none. Then I changed it more and I kept upgrading it. And that's what it looked like in the past. This is the gentleman I was telling you about, Ron LeGrand. And you can see there, we have the ugly covered book right there. But one of the things I learned from him was the importance of marketing. I learned the importance of marketing from him. He was like, the biggest problem that you have is marketing. The most important part of your business is marketing. And I decided to start to learn about marketing myself. Next, something I learned, since I'm a speaker now, they asked me to speak on stage, and I got to share the stage with Shark Tank's Kevin Harrington, right? I would have never had that opportunity if I didn't go out there and take action, right? And one of the things that he said, right, you heard me talking about the book. One of the things Kevin Harrington said is the best kind of content you can make is a book. Best kind of content that you can make. It's a book. And I'm gonna invite you, if you take me up on this challenge, you go through the process, you go through the 5 days. I'm gonna show you how you can take the content that we've created inside of the challenge, and I'm gonna show you how you can make a book. I'm gonna show you how you can make a book. If you get through the 5 days, I'm going to show you how you can make a book and use that to generate leads into your business. All right, this is me really quickly. I was spotlighted in the No BS newsletter. Dan Kennedy is one of the greatest marketing experts of all time. You can see there, that's me featured inside of their newsletter. And at the bottom right there, that little rectangle, you can see those are all of my books. Those are all of my books and guides. These are things that I send to customers and prospects. I use those as a marketing tool. All right, so what I would like to do is I would like to invite you to the No More Begging for Business Challenge. To get access to the challenge, all you have to do is visit nomorebeggingforbusiness.com. Go to nomorebeggingforbusiness.com and sign up for the challenge, right? There'll also be a link in the description. Right. So what do you get with the No More Begging for Business Challenge? You get 5 days of live training with me. You get marketing challenge exercises, worksheets, templates, and tools. That's a $597 value. You get a plan. You get to plan and build your deal acquisition strategy, right? That's worth probably tens of thousands of dollars, but for the sake of this presentation, we'll just say it's worth $99.97. You get answers to your questions every day, right? What do you have questions about? You can see the price there is $2,970. My current price is $597 for an hour. And it continues to go up depending on where I am in my business. I'm going to show you how to use proven marketing implementation strategies. I'm going to show you a 6-figure marketing framework, right? You can implement this into your business and you'll have a 6-figure business, right? If you're stay consistent, I'll show you how to do that, right? Next, I'm going to give you some bonuses. I'm going to give you Facebook ads for real estate, the master classes, right? These classes have sold for several hundred dollars. I'm going to give you all of those. Bonus number 2, I'm going to give you our video marketing implementation masterclass. That's a $497 value. Next, I'm going to give you our social media ads templates. And if you don't think that's enough, guess what I have for you? It says 30 days here, but you have a 365-day money back guarantee because I know this stuff works. I'm going to give you 365 days. You get a 365-day money back guarantee. Unconditional. You don't like it? Tell us you don't like it. We'll refund your money back. So, the No More Begging for Business Challenge. Let's implement together so you can attract high quality leads, buyers, and sellers. So you can find great deals consistently, so you can find more clients using content marketing and digital marketing strategies, so you can develop a consistent stream of high quality leads, earn more money while working fewer hours, stop investing so much time and money into strategies that don't work. You can live the life of a successful real estate professional and business owner. You can make a consistent, more predictable income as a real estate entrepreneur. You can do it all without wasting time and money on strategies that simply do not work. And you're going to get much, much more. So, the No More Begging for Business Challenge, that total value is over $4,256.97. But today, you're getting all of this for as little as, guess what? It's only $47. So, you do all of that, you can enter the challenge for $47. Only $47. And I encourage you to take me up on that offer because guess what? You get a 365-day money back guarantee with it. So, with that being said, my name is Jerome Lewis. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in the 5-day implementation based challenge. So, I'll see you on the inside. Bye bye.